What is going on, everyone? Yvonne here. Now in 2025, the creator economy is thriving and platforms like Whop are redefining digital products. And look, let's be real for a second. What makes the platform so great is the fact that it's going to be completely free and it has everything you need when it comes to selling digital products. Different tools when it comes to marketing, building courses, or even starting communities are all packaged within one platform. And that way, you don't need to have 3 different windows open and hopping from one to another. You can have everything in one place. So in this guide, we're going to walk you guys through step by step on how it works, how to use it, what features are going to be there, and if it's going to be a good fit for y'all. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, first things first, what is Whop? Now, as I mentioned before, essentially, it's going to be one centralized place that has everything you need in order to sell digital products. It's a place where you can have your landing page, your actual course itself, the chats, communities, everything around that. So ranging from Discord memberships to courses, to even SaaS software and tools, there's going to be a lot out there. The way that I would think about it is if it can be put online, you can probably sell it on Whop. So here, instead of talking, I'm actually going to show you guys. And I am going to be sharing my screen here. So if you do want to follow along or even try out the platform for yourself, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. Cool. So let's go ahead and actually create our first Whop. We're going to go ahead and put the email that we want to use. Alrighty. Now, once we've verified our email, it's going to ask us a couple basic questions. So what is our name? My name is Ivan Borzenko. I'll press next. Now we can go ahead and pick our username, right? So for me, it's going to be basic bout, right? We're going to be a basic bout 123. Let's press next. Birthday. So my birthday is June 8th. Shout out to all the birthday twins out there. And we can go ahead and upload an avatar that we want. I like this money one personally. So let's go ahead and go with that. Press save. And boom, we are ready to start selling. Let's get right into it. Now here, right away, we can actually create our very first product. And it kind of depends on what you guys are hoping to sell because you can sell whatever you want. And I know this is kind of cheesy and a lot of people do it, but let's say you know the stock market really well. You can give stock tips and stock shoutouts. So let's go ahead and name our Whop Stonks Tips. Continue. Our Whop link is going to be Stonks Tips 1. And boom, we are going to be ready to roll. So we can go ahead and give our product a title. So this can be like VIP access, basic access, or we can have it be VOO to the moon, and then special in parentheses. Cool. Our subscription cost is going to be $1,000 a month. And from here, we can go ahead and go to advanced options, set the initial fee, stock, enable a free trial, stuff like that. And boom, the product is going to be created. Now, when it comes to the product and actually adding things into it, it kind of depends on what you guys are selling. So in this case, if we're selling stock tips and we want to give shout outs, we'd probably need to integrate it with Discord or a chat feature. And if we want to do that, all we need to do is go to your guys' product, go to apps, so connect it to chat, and bam, this chat is going to be included in our product. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, everybody who has purchased that product is going to have access to that chat because you don't want people that didn't pay the $1,000 to have access to that. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and go to chat here and boom, we can say, hey, yo, chat, what up? Type it in and bam, ready to roll. And if you guys want to configure it, so modify a couple things in there, go ahead and go to configure chat. We can actually select on who can react. So it can be everybody and nobody, who can post, everyone, or just only admins, banned words, stuff like that. Cool. And what I was saying before, how you can sell everything, I'm going to show you. So let's go to Discover here. And if you guys scroll down here, we can actually go into the search bar and kind of search for anything, but there's going to be the Whop picks. Now, some of them are going to be similar. They're going to be within the stocks or like the shout out space. So bringing Wall Street to Main Street. So anything that relates to finances. Know before the crowd. So get the edge on poly market odds. Turn $10 into $1,000. That sounds pretty nice. Join top crypto trading community. Learn how to wholesale real estate. So this one's a little different. This Pokemon one is pretty cool, but you guys get the point. So for example, if I go ahead and scroll down here, this one's about the MCAT. So for those of you guys that are prepping for med school out there, you can see how like somebody, for example, here is selling access to 20 hours of MCAT prep, right? They have a Discord community. They receive comprehensive guidance for a fraction of cost of other programs, which is actually true. Pre-med programs are really expensive and they can get exclusive pre-med lead Plex perks, like session recordings and more. Cool. And we can actually read the reviews to see how it's like about the creator. So actually read through it. Affiliates, so they can get a 15% reward. And if you want to watch this video that kind of talks about the product and like what it's all about, you could also do so over here. And if you click on the photos, boom, and it kind of tells about the person. So Ali is going to be our person representing the MCAT pre-medley. Ali went from 496 to 516. That's really good. And Ali applied to 18 schools, attended 8 interviews, and got accepted to Yale, Kaiser, and Stanford. Wow, that is very impressive. You guys get the point. You can sell anything on here. ranging from MCATs to stock tips to nutrition. Whatever you guys want, you can sell on there. And what I was saying before, how everything is under one roof, if you go to the dashboard here, you can actually see all you guys' stats when it comes to your gross revenue, how many users you have, your monthly recurring revenue, your annual recurring revenue, your churn rate, kind of like all your guys' clients, and see what everybody's about. And the best part, so let's go ahead and go to our Whop. If we go to apps, there's a lot that we can go ahead and add to it. So as I mentioned before, the kind of non-negotiable is going to be chat, whether it be Telegram, Discord, or the chat option. You must have that in order to build a community. Or if you guys are selling some type of course, like we saw with the pre-med one earlier, I think the courses one makes sense. Then if you want to upload certain files, do live streaming, content, forums, custom GPT, Clip Pro, I can scroll down. There's going to be a lot of different apps here. You guys are going to get the point. The Whop team has been putting a lot of work into this. If you guys want to modify your store to make it look similar to other more successful ones, what I would do is just go to edit store, upload your guys' own video, photo, like we saw earlier, have your guys' title here, right, for Stonks Tips. So this is one of our products, VOO to the moon. Add a description here, features, and it's super easy for features. Just go ahead, tap in whatever you want. Like for example, features, how to buy stonks. You can kind of explain depending on what you guys are into about this creator. So who we are. And from here, we can add all of our social links. So Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, FAQ, right? So actually add all the questions, because again, if people are spending a lot of money, they probably want to know, kind of like if you're buying something on Amazon, you want to know something about that product. Similar logic here. And affiliates is actually pretty dope, because you can go ahead and actually have someone promote your own product, and then from there, they get a commission. And in this case, if somebody uses a special link that results in a sale, they're going to get that 30% reward. Now keep in mind, Whop as a whole is completely free. The only time that they do charge you is whenever someone actually purchases from you. And honestly, if you're just getting started, that's a pretty good deal, because when you are just getting started, the hardest part is going to be the overhead cost. But given the fact that when it comes to apps, we can have apps, marketing, communication, payments, all different stuff like that, it makes it a no-brainer, because everything lives under one platform and we only pay when we actually get customers. So essentially, it's a win-win for everybody. So overall, when it comes to the pros of the platform, the biggest thing I say is how simple it is to use it. Because look at me, I got no technical background at all. And if I can use it, I know you guys can too. It's really straightforward and it's quite powerful. And I feel the fact that it doesn't charge you until you actually get your very first customer, that's a really nice perk. And overall, there's a lot of different features that are built into it, ranging from analytics to automations to a really tight Discord integration. There's a lot that the platform has to offer. And as you grow, you don't have to worry about outgrowing it, because there's creators probably bigger than you that utilize the platform and have an amazing experience with it. However, there isn't a platform that's perfect, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons as well. The one that sticks out to me right away is the platform is not really moldable. So if you compare it to platforms like Webflow or Shopify, in those platforms, you can do whatever you want. You can modify the look, the feel, or the whole experience. Inside of Whop, and this could be a good thing, but you're kind of trapped in a certain mold that they've created for you. So sure, you can go ahead and have different content, different writing in there. However, the style is going to be similar, which could be a good or a bad thing. And the second thing that I would like to point out that I hear a lot of people talk about is the fact that it doesn't have a lot of support for service-based businesses. Because when it comes to online businesses and digital products, a lot of people have a certain skill that they want to go ahead and sell. And a lot of times it is going to be service-based. So hypothetically, marketing, for example, if you're a marketer and you want to sell your services, I wouldn't say Whop is going to be the best platform for you. And look, I want to shoot you guys straight, and I'll give the Whop team a lot of credit for this, but they never pretend to be. They have always focused on memberships and communities, and that's going to be their bread and butter. So even though you could sell all sorts of digital products on it, some of them are going to be better fit than others. So overall, if you have an idea and you want to try it out, just go for it. Think about it. The platform is completely free until you get your very first customer. So you're not paying anything out of pocket until you actually get some revenue coming to the door. So whenever you win, Whop wins as well. So it benefits everybody. And you'll notice that as you scale, things will get easier and easier. And there you folks have it. As you guys saw, Whop has become one of the most dominant forces when it comes to digital products. So whether you're launching your very first product or you already have a digital product empire, I would give it a shot, because it can really automate a lot of parts of you guys' business. And if you want to try out the platform for yourself, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Till next time, peace.